Hup. Hi. Welcome to Dino Dragon Games. I'm your host, Dino Dragon. Hope you bring your snacks because today we're making the second episode of the Devlog series. This is really cool, and make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another video. Alright? See ya in the editor. Alright, last time I made a player that can move through a long platform, and so here's the next step I'm going to do. This step, I have made a little jump logic. It's very small, but it does work, but not really, as I press the space bar. Alright, before we fix the jump logic to get it to work, I'm just going to add comments to these things so it can work properly. As soon as we've done that, then we can work on the jump, okay? Next, I fixed the jump logic. I do this by creating a variable called canJump. It's a boolean, so it's only true or false. And I created a branch, and if the condition is true, then you can jump. And then it will set the canJump to false, and it works. But next we have to add a hit event. So I'm going to simply check this box so I can trigger those events, and just add a on hit event, and then I'm just going to set the variable to true once again. And as you can see, it works. It works pretty well. Next, I add a comment so I know what this does on a later date. Alright, now we're going to work on this other thing once I'm done with the comment. Here, I am making a blueprint called Spike Trap, BP Spike Trap. And, this is going to be the common enemy, similar to Goomba. It's just going to be a simple enemy. When you collide with it, it will slow you down. And yeah, that would be it. So, once I'm done making the blueprint, I will start making the logic for it. Alright, before I make the spike trap, finish it off, I'm going to create a macro library so I can use certain logic in different places. And the first thing I'm going to make is is player macro, just to check to see if it's the player. So I'll create an execution pin called execute. The next input pin I'm going to make is a object reference, and I call it actor. And then I create two different execute pins, called it is player and the other one is not player. Alright, next I'm going to put the logic for these inputs. Alright, creating the is player macro by getting the player pawn and plugging it into a equals object, plugging into the branch, and then taking the true and false values into the thing, and that will be done. Alright, here's a little script I made just to show how we're going to slow down the player when colliding with the spike. It slows down the player when I hit it. It's just a negative force in the opposite x direction. Alright, so I'm going to cast to the player instead of just using the macro, so I can just call the function that I've made inside the player pawn and just delete the spike when collided, and that should work. So that should work. And the next thing I'm going to do is, once I set this up, is to make a lot of the different adjustments to the that bit variable to get the right value. This takes some time. One of the things that as a developer is just playing around with a single variable until it does the thing that you need to do. And I create a very high number, causing me the flying back, and then just scale it down to the right thing. And then I believe it worked, saw that, and I just add like 3 different roads, test it one more time, and it works. Okay, this is a long string of events that have the ultimate way of checking to see if the player is too slow, and then disabling and then resetting the level, i.e. a death and respawn sequence. And the long string and it ends with the level being reopened. You know, a very long thing, and that's very good. And by the end of the result, once I am going to demonstrate now, is that once the player is too slow, the level will reset, and that's the whole game loop there. In fact, we just completed the prototype. Everything I need to complete the game is already need to be done for the most part, and that will be it. Welcome back. I hope you like it since you're here. Since you're here, might as well subscribe. You know, and hit the notification bell so you receive notifications. And you know, hit the playlist here, hit the playlist there, subscriber up there. Yeah, and then you know, if you like the video, give it a like, and you know, comment down below, tell me what you think. Hope you enjoy. See you next time.